Hey, what's happening, people? You're tuning in to Music and Motivation with Chris Hippie Davis. This is episode number 126. Today is Monday, May 3rd, and we're going to start this baby off with a little bit of music. This is track number 4 off my most recent album, Twilight Driving, which you can find at my website, davismusicpro.com. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Hang a little bit, have some coffee. Enjoy this music. This is Give It Everything You Got. I hope you guys give it everything you got today. Kick it, you know? So much fun recording that one. And that one's called, that's track number 4, Give It Everything You Got, of my last album, Twilight Driving. And you can find that on my website, davismusicpro.com, or listen to that on Spotify. I'll have it on YouTube eventually, but for the time being, you can hear it on here for free. That's pretty tight, yo. How are y'all doing today? You know what I mean? Like, I hope y'all having a tremendous day. I hope y'all got your goals written out and that you're already out there crossing them off. But, thank you for taking the time out of your day to tune into this. You know what I mean? It really does mean a lot to me. And the show doesn't happen without your continued support. And, mad love and respect, dude. If you're tuning into this, chances are you're a savage. So hashtag savage life, bro. Y'all killing it out there. I had a great week last week. And this week's off to a great start. I'm hitting the ground running. I got all my goals written out. I'm already trying to cross them off. And You know what, man? Last Friday, I had my first band practice with a rock band that I'm trying to put together, and when the chemistry's there, dude, and it was just, man, it was a phenomenal practice. Just, when you play good music with other talented musicians, it puts you in a really good place. Get the same feeling when I jam with my jazz drummer Doug, because man, Doug's one of the best, dude. And like, we come up with some crazy stuff that I hope to share with y'all someday. But we need to, hone it in just a little bit more. But I think the jazz band's ready to go hit some shows whenever. I think we could go do an open mic tonight and be good, impress some people. I think we just got to get out there and plan it. But the new rock band, just excited, man. I miss playing guitar. I miss shredding. And it's been a long time since I played in a band with another guitarist. So I got my man Johnny Ray on drums. Or, God, drums. No, his brother Daniel is on drums. I'm going to take that back. And you guys might know Daniel as Dan the Rapture, who was on. Guys, if you haven't listened to those episodes, man, you got to go back. I don't know what episode numbers they are, but go into YouTube and just search Music and Motivation Dan the Rapture, and you'll get both episodes with him on there, and he is a character. And I'm super excited to, be starting a project with these fine gentlemen. And as always, I got the magnificent KD on bass, and John is on guitar with me, which I've been in a band with him on bass before. And I'm just excited to see him take it to another level. You know what I mean? So it's going to be awesome. And because of that, I've been writing music like crazy, which just, when you're being productive and being creative and using your brain for something awesome, just puts you in a good mood, man. So I'm just like on cloud nine working with all this music, man. And super excited to keep going, excited. And I'm glad that you guys get to be a part of this, that you guys get to check in and see my progress as we're going here. You know what I mean? And I get to share this excitement with y'all. Because, like I say all the time, the news is grim. It's always bad. And it's just because the people who control the media want you to be afraid. I'm here to say, hey, guys, I'm doing all right, and I hope you guys are doing all right, and I want to share my positivity and the things that are making my life pretty all right with you guys, so that hopefully things, you can be doing all right too, dude. And I fully believe y'all savages got it. You know what I mean? You guys are like the best fan base ever, And I'm not saying fan base. You know what? You guys are more like the fam base. You know what I mean? Like y'all that fan base. And if you listen to this show, that means you a top fam. F-A-M, like family, bro, because that's what y'all are. You're a tremendous family, a tremendous community, and I love the positivity y'all share with the world. You know what I mean? Keep it up, y'all. Y'all tremendous. But I know y'all didn't just tune in to hear me ramble, right? I got some tips for y'all today. How about that? Let's do some tips for musicians and music lovers. Oh, wait, no. Let's start with tips for survival. I got notes. I do actually have notes. I did my homework, guys. But tip number 1 for surviving the week. Write down them goals, man. Cross them off. That's the whole point. It's actually really satisfying when I think the more I do it, the more it becomes kind of like an OCD thing. Like I write out everything I know I'm supposed to do, and then I can schedule around it and make sure I'm like getting the most out of my days and being a productive member of society, But here, I'll give you an idea of what mine looks like, because this is the last page of this notebook. I had to make a new notebook today. But without seeing what my school schedule looks like, this is what my weekly schedule looks like. Woo! Those are all the goals I got. Monday, you see those things that are underlined? That's each day, dude. It's kind of like my own personal calendar / planner, dude. And I'll write out the 5 to 8 things that I can maybe accomplish in a day. And I cross them off, dude. And then, like, it ends up looking like, here, hold on, this is really cool. That really nice, really nice looking planner ends up looking like this by the end of the week, because your boy's a savage, dude. And I be crossing things off. Now, look, Saturday and Sunday, see how there's nothing on there? Yeah, I do have like one or two things I cross off, like maybe band practice, or if it's been raining all week, maybe I'll go hit some lawns or something. But like, weekends are for the fam, dude. That's when that quality time happens, dude. And I don't know if my dad listens to this. I see, he tells me he does sometimes, but I don't know how frequently. One thing my dad does that I really respect, but also try not to fully do, you know what I mean? I need to learn my own version of it, is that he occupies all of his time by working. Whether it's side jobs, side hustles, his main gig, whatever, his schedule revolves around him making that Skrilla, which my dad is like the ultimate savage when it comes to hustling and making money. And when I say that, everything he does is legal, which I admire. It's like he's a blue-collar worker. That's where I come from. That's why I do lawns. That's why I do retaining walls and crazy stuff. It's because my dad taught me. He does patios. Shoot, he's doing a fence. He did a fence this week, and a giant, like, 8-foot fence that he had to build. You know what I mean? Like, insane. And I really admire that. I really admire his work ethic, and it's inspired me to have my work ethic, as you guys can tell. You know what I mean? It's worth something, at least. I'm pretty on it with the episodes, at least. You know what I mean? And then my main job and whatnot. But what I'm saying is that he doesn't take time on the weekends to, relax, to spend that quality time. I'm not going to say that. He does, because my dad's a good dad, and he's made quality time for me. I'm not going to lie. You know what I mean? He's a phenomenal father. I wouldn't have my Volkswagen without him. You know what I mean? When I'm driving that Volkswagen, I remember, hey, my dad loves me, which is pretty cool. You know what I mean? My dad loves me, and we got some good experiences together, because it wasn't always that way. You know what I mean? But, like, I love that cat. But what I'm saying is, I try to hustle like my dad Monday through Friday. And if I get a little extra something or another in on the weekends, tight. You know what I mean? Like, but not every weekend. And if I ever, like, went on tour, that's the thing. Weekends are off, I'm going home on the weekend, dude. I'm going to go see my family, have dinner, and hang out. Relax with my favorite person. You know what I mean? My lovely wife, KD. There's nothing better than spending a weekend with her at home or at the lake or whatever. You know what I mean? But, yeah. I don't know how I got on this tangent, guys. I guess what I'm saying there, tip number 2, know when you're overextending yourself on that hustle. You know what I mean? Learn the difference between hustling and then overworking yourself and losing quality time with the people you love. You know what I mean? Because they're not around forever, dude. They aren't. Tip number 3 for surviving the week this week, make plans to see someone who loves you, dude. Because, again, they're not here forever. You don't know, and if they love you and they're around, you might as well let them know and enjoy their company. You know what I mean? That go for anybody. You know what I mean? Your aunt and uncle, a cousin, your immediate family, your wife, whatever. You know what I mean? Just take some time this week and chill with someone who loves you. That's essentially it. And it's Mother's Day this weekend, so that'll be pretty easy if you actually see your mother this weekend. Hopefully, right?
Wow.
All right, but let's see. Get outside, man. It's warming up, and you definitely could stand to get some vitamin D. You see me, I got a little bit of a tan going on, but doing what I can. I roast, dude. I'll burn like a lobster. If you're bored, make a list of all the things that make you happy. And I try to think of that as people you like to hang with that make you happy, different hobbies that you enjoy that make you happy, different things to do that make you happy, man. If I'm bored and or depressed, man, I'll try to pick one or two of those things when I got some downtime and try to go out there, because there's nothing worse than being depressed and dwelling and just chilling on the couch or chilling in bed, because then you just dwell on it, man. If you get out there and go do some stuff, maybe you'll get your mind off it a little bit, you know what I mean? But it doesn't happen unless you can find something you like. So like I said, make a list of the things that make you happy too. I'm always talking about making a list of all the goals you're trying to accomplish during the week to cross them off. This list you don't cross off. This one you keep and pin to a wall. And it's a list of like all the things that you enjoy to do. And when I quit smoking, or tried to quit smoking at least, I'd have to turn to that because, man, I'd have bad days, dude. You have some serious bad days. And I'd have to look to that list to remind myself, hey, dude, you enjoy this with or without cigarettes. You know what I mean? You know, go have fun. Go enjoy what you're doing. You know what I mean? Go enjoy the things that make you, you. So, you know, that's my little tip there. And without further ado, I'm going to stop rambling. Let's move on to some tips for my musicians and music lovers, bro. Let's see. Hold on. Let's get this set. I'm sorry. I know. What's tip number one for musicians and music lovers, man? Keep practicing. 15 to 20 minutes a day, man. That's all it takes to make a true savage and make you proficient at anything you're trying to get better at, whether it's an instrument, a skill, a hobby, whatever it is, man. 15 to 20 minutes a day. That's all it really takes, dude. If you feel like whatever you're trying to get done, whether it's learning that instrument, trying to compose, trying to write songs for a band, whatever, you know what I mean? If you feel like it isn't working out, you know, try something different. Not saying give up on it. Keep trying the same thing, but like, you know, who's insane? The guy who tries it once, fails, and then tries something else and works? The guy who tries the same thing repeatedly and it doesn't work. You know what I mean? It just takes switching up our game sometime to really wrap our mind around a concept or around a skill. You know what I mean? So keep working at it. But if you're frustrated, just work on something else, man. And if you're looking for something else to work on, I'm going to throw out the couple of things that I think make a awesome musician. Okay, at least when it comes to tonal instruments like saxophone or piano or guitar or whatever, you know, not drums because you got to learn other things, you know what I mean? You got to focus on your own things. I suck at teaching drums though, so like drummers, I'm sorry. I you know, I love my drummers. I do. Some of my best friends in my life are drummers. But y'all are crazy. Drummers are crazy, dude. And if you're a drummer, you're like, man, I am crazy. Let me know the craziest drummer thing you've done. Because you know what I'm talking about. For instance, okay, I have my first drummer in high school who will remain nameless because we were all minors. On his own accord, would bring beer to shows as a minor. Because he said that, and we weren't down. I wasn't down. I was always like, dude, we're going to get caught. I was a goody two-shoes before I went to college. Well, before high school. But before senior year of high school, let's say that. How about that? But this drummer, again, trying to remain nameless, I almost said his name, would bring... And we'd be playing at bars and stuff where they could get really in trouble if they caught minors with alcohol. And he's like, no, dude, I'll just shotgun it in the parking lot. I'll do it in my car. It's fine. It's fine. Shut the fuck up. I can say that we're almost 20 minutes in. We're cool. But he always said that it was because he played his best when he was 2.5 beers deep. Any more, he'd be too sloppy. And any less, he'd be too uptight. And I was like, that's exactly how you develop an alcoholic alcohol problem. You know what I mean? So like, don't. But what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Anyways, here's the couple of things that I think make a phenomenal musician on a tonal instrument. A musician who understands scales, basic just scales. You don't have to learn every single scale out there. Just learn the closed major scale pattern, closed minor scale pattern, and the closed minor pentatonic scale pattern, and you'll be set, dude. If you can learn the closed ones, then you can transpose them to any key, and you'll be set, dude. A person who knows chords, all the open chords, and then understands power chord shapes. A person who can do some arpeggios, or at least understands what a arpeggio is, you know. A person who can sight read, whether it's tab, and I don't fault anybody who can only read tab, because I only read tab for the first 6 years I played guitar, so it's whatever level you're at, but if you can sight read a little bit, you're onto some stuff, you know. Do you know any songs, you know, or do you understand the circle of fifths? And that's a big one. And if you don't know what the circle of fifths is, I don't really want to explain it right now. Maybe I'll do a separate video on that at some point in my life. But there's plenty of YouTube music theory people who could probably explain it a lot better than me. But go look at, if you're a musician, you're like, I don't know what the circle of fifths is, go look it up. And you'll thank me later. Okay? Shout out. Mad love and respect to all of you trying your best and doing great things as musicians, man. Sometimes all it takes to be a good musician is to know your 3 chords to play that song that matters to you. And that's a good musician right there. You know what I mean? Because they're using music as that therapy. They understand the real meaning of music. And it's to relax or calm us or to help us feel, help us experience an emotion that we're dealing with. And that's why all music is valid, dude. That's why I don't hate on much. But speaking of music, man, that's all for our tips for musicians. I got some albums of the week for us, though, okay? So this week, album of the week for rock. I just heard this the other day on 7th Day on Keishi. And this is Bridge of Sighs by Robin Trower. Amazing, amazing album. If you're into Rush, Pink Floyd, that kind of 70s prog rocky yes stuff, you know what I mean? You'll love Bridge of Sighs by Robin Trower. So check that out. Let's see. I got album of the week for jazz. We got Billy Cobham's Snoopy's Search. Again, phenomenal. Billy Cobham's actually a drummer, but the lineup he had for this song, tremendous. Tremendous, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, where's our sounds?
Oh, this is tremendous. 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 This is tremendous.
So again, album of the week for jazz is Billy Cobham's Snoopy's Search. I got album of the week for hip hop, which I normally, sometimes I skimp on that one. This week I got a good one. Hell with the Lid Off by MC900 featuring Jesus and DJ Zero. So somebody out there is just going by Jesus now as their rap name, which is interesting, but it's a pretty good album. I did like MC900, and the song that I was listening to was phenomenal. And then that's hip hop, Hell with the Lid Off by MC900 featuring Jesus and DJ Zero. And then I got album of the week for funk. We got Killer Meters, Tribute to the Meters. And the song that I liked most off it was Cordova. But again, if you're into funk, you won't regret listening to this one. This is Killer Meters, Tribute to the Meters, Cordova. And that's all for our albums of the week segment, gang. Man, if you've made it this far through the podcast, true savage, man. Hashtag True Savage. If you made it to this point, comment True Savage. Hashtag True Savage Life or something like that. You know what? So we know who you are, man. But I'm starting a new promotion. Let's do some Chris Davis events and news. You know what I mean? I'm starting a new event that's called, I don't think I have a name for it. Let's think of one as we're talking about it. But whoever shares our YouTube post the most as a fan actually will receive a tie-dye by yours truly. And this is one of my OGs. This is one of my originals. you'll get something way better than this too, because if it's one of mine, it's one of the ones that we were like, we're gonna keep. So if you want a super dope original tie-dye by me for free, and I said that again, let me say that again, for free, then go ahead and share our YouTube post. You know what I mean? I actually see who shares it, which is really cool. And whoever shares it the most is going to get this really sweet, not this one, but probably a way better one. And you know what? I'll hit you up beforehand, our winner, and see if there's any colors or patterns you'd prefer. But, you get a free tie-dye from Chris Hippie Davis, bro. That's pretty lit. Not every podcast does that. Not every podcast does that. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout for a message from me if you share this podcast. You might as well. Go ahead, share this one on your feed or wherever, Let people know it's one of your faves, dude. But yeah, dude. Because y'all are some of my faves, bro. For real, for real. Let's see. Savage of the Week this week is going to be... Our Savage of the Week is Miss Nikki Pearl, because it's her birthday. And we do appreciate our fans who tune in and send in voicemails, and Miss Nikki Pearl is up there with like Caleb Gasway for sending in the most amount of voicemails. So shout out to you, man. Happy birthday. We actually got to see Miss Nikki Pearl for a little birthday bash at a winery on Saturday, and that was phenomenal. Got to see some friends that I hadn't seen in like a year or two. And yeah, everything's good, man. Everything is good. Let me see. I had a few things. I said happy birthday to Nikki. Shout out. You a bad mofo. Actually, Miss Nikki Pearl is graduating college this week, too, with her master's degree. That's amazing, bro. I got out of there with my bachelor's, and I'm just really proud of her, man. That's an extra 2-3 years she had to go there. So shout out to you, man. You did great. Also, guys, this is a reminder for you guys, because you guys are true savages and you might need a reminder. But Mother's Day is this weekend, so don't forget to treat your mothers well. Go get them a little present. Go take them out to dinner. Give them a little drawing. Whatever. Just make sure your mother knows that you care about her. And if you have a strained relationship with your mother, say, or you don't got a mother around, say thanks to the mother figures in your life. You know what? We all have them, and I'm grateful to still have my awesome mother, who is wonderful and a savage herself in her own right. But there were plenty of other mother figures in my life too, man. Like I had my school mother, who was one of my English teachers, who saved my butt my senior year in more than one way. Because she had to go have a talk with my actual English teacher at the time, who was trying to tank me. I had all 90s in her class until one bad discussion group, which I didn't even say anything offensive. I just was like trying to be like, hey guys, I'm the only man in the group. I'm in an honors English class. I'm the only man in the room. Could we take it a little easy on the man hate? You know what I mean? Could we just back up a little bit? I get the idea we're going with, and I 100% agree, but like, can we just ease it up, because I kind of want to leave. And after that, she changed all of my 90s to like 40s. And I had the proof, though. That's the thing. I had the proof, because I still got the it was before they went fully virtual, and I still had the first trimester, I don't know what the fuck you call it, but like report card thing to show how we were doing in paper that showed I had all the 90s. So like, I showed that to my school mom, my awesome English teacher from years past, who like I'd go hang out in her ACT lab and ask her questions if I needed help with something. I went through a lot in high school, and she was just she was cool enough to like that I knew I could go and ask her something if I needed help. You know what I mean? And I couldn't say that for every teacher in high school, because I went to public school. And I loved it. Wouldn't change a thing, man. Shout out to my public school kids out there, bro. I went to private school. A little bit about me. I went to private school from kindergarten to 8th grade. And as soon as I had a choice, I was like, I learned about Jesus Christ. Let me go party with the public school kids. It's free, Mom. It's free. And they were like, okay. And I got, look at me now. Look at me now, guys. But, holy shit, I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, Mother's Day. Yeah, say, if you don't got a mother or you got a strained relationship or whatever, say thanks to the moms out there that took care of you. You know what I mean? Because they out there. Shout out. Shout out to my mom. You rock, dude. Another reminder, if you haven't checked it out already, my latest album, Twilight Driving, is up on my website, davismusicpro.com. You can check that out there. Purchase it. It's also on Spotify, and I'll have it up on YouTube in another week or two. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. You know what I mean? Like, it's what it is, dude. So, and then last but not least, most importantly, shout out to you guys, man. If you made it all the way here, bro, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, if you made it this far, shit, nobody else sees this shit. I bet, 1 in 3 gets to this point. 1 in, 20, actually, at least. And I only get, 20 listens. 1 in 20 gets to this point of the podcast, so smoke them if you got them. Mad love and respect. No lies, guys. I've been slowly laying off the smoking, for real. That's why I don't do it on here very often. Definitely don't make it a public phenomena anymore. But, yeah, do I enjoy it? Yes. And do I definitely enjoy it while I'm hanging with my homies? Yes. So, y'all my homies, smoke them if you got them. You know what I'm saying? And this is what makes this podcast tremendous, because it is really all about me and you guys, you know what I mean? When I start this podcast, I try to imagine I got somebody sitting across from me, preferably over behind the camera, so I'm looking over there. It used to be really hard for me to look at the camera, you know what I mean? For rizzle. Still is a little bit, but if I imagine I'm having a conversation with somebody on the other side of it, it's a little easier. And I try to imagine it's one of my main men or one of my best homies, you know what I mean? Whether it's Brian Farmer, or I try to think Caleb's over there, KD, Manny. I try to imagine somebody I love and respect and is tremendous is right there, bro. And I'm going to tell y'all what's up, bro. And see how y'all doing. And this is a reminder, if you want to call in and let us know how you're doing, shoot a voicemail over to any of our social media messaging or to the Anchor app or anchor.fm to the Music and Motivation page, where you can record your own voicemail and send it in. So, shout out to y'all. This is tremendous, guys. Mad love and respect.
Oh, this is tremendous. Tremendous. This is tremendous.
I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful week, I'll be back on Wednesday. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing. Where did all of my... There it is. Hold on. You know me, man. I lost all the music again. It's how it is. I need to really rethink how I do this. There we go. Hey, mad love and respect. You guys are tremendous. Have a good week. This has been Music and Motivation. Thanks for watching episode 126. Y'all killing it out there.
It's tremendous. 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 Tremendous.
Smoke if you got 'em. Yeah!